Mike Jones here with Ken's. We've got a brand new show for you. I mean, some really, really awesome stuff that you guys allow us to do. Since 1978, that's exactly what we're doing. We've been serving you. You're going to love this. Let's get inside and check it all out.
This is what we do. We make your dreams come true with the sound and vision that's top notch and new. Ken's Audio Video, the only store for you.
Right, in Warner Robins and in our Macon Superstore, we have car stereo displays. We've talked about that many, many, many years. But these displays are constantly changing because radios and speakers and amplifiers are constantly changing, because we are always on the up and up on the technology side, and we want you to get the most bang for your buck. But so oftentimes people will come in and they'll have this, I don't know what the right word is, but, champagne budget on beer. I don't know how all that goes, but I get it. That's why we carry speakers that are $99 and we carry speakers that are $999. Now, in the world of head units, they're going to be all over the map. But something you need to know is we carry really good, $1,300, $1,400 radios, floating tablets, what we kind of call them. But also in this world right here, when you look at Pioneer, they now make an AM/FM, what they call mechless, which is here, which has Bluetooth. It has a backup camera input if you want to add a backup camera. Make sure you add the backup camera if you can on the budget side while you're doing it, because you get $100 off of the backup cameras. In the realm of it, the sound quality is spot on. I'll give you this because why? It has a 200-watt amp, but check this out. You might recognize this if you're old school like myself. It has a real equalizer, so I can adjust this the way I want my stuff to sound, and it makes it really, really easy to control. And I can go right back to my Bluetooth control, which is really, really nice. Now, the idea behind the Bluetooth, again, is because so you can wireless connect, or you can plug into your phone. You're not supposed to have your phone in your hand, and it allows you to control your phone from here. So if you're not doing CarPlay or Android Auto, $249, you bada bing, bada bang, you're good to go. In the realm of speakers, we do a lot of Alpine, we do a lot of JL Audio, a lot of Sound Cubed. We do, and in those worlds, Sony Mobile ES. In that world, this Type S, the new Alpine, is just a phenomenal sounding speaker. It's a true two-way speaker with a silk dome tweeter. I love the Butyl surround, which means it handles really good over weather. If you've ever had a speaker and you've taken a door panel out, or somebody's taken out, and it was one of the paper speakers like came in every car forever and ever, including today, they dry rot, they come apart. And these rubber Butyls will handle that abuse and handle that weather over time. This is $149 for a pair, and they make it in every size to fit different types of vehicles, of course. So when you come in, you've got a way to come in here and listen in both our Macon and our Warner Robins location. In the realm of that, you may say, hey, I want a subwoofer. And when you add a subwoofer, it makes a big difference. And I'll turn that up just a little bit to give you an idea what that does. When you add that, that just gives you that bottom end bass of what I feel. You'll feel it in your chest and feel it in your heart. I love having a subwoofer. And in that realm, we do a lot of subwoofer packages. Now, this is a JL Audio package, and you're seeing a cutaway of it out there on our floor right now. It comes with a dual 12 box. This is made by JL Audio. I love the wrap, and I love the stitches in it. Comes with the amplifier, comes with a bass knob, comes with all the stuff in it for $899, which is amazing for JL Audio quality. Now, if you like that, which is kind of a bass package, that's one way. But if you just like bass, let me show it if you just like a lot of bass. Check this out. All right, 2024 Chevy Tahoe, and we have base packages. Our base package, $399, and we have base packages all the way up just to whatever you can imagine. This is our $4,000 base package, and this is some big boy stuff. What kind of big boy stuff? Now, Sundown 10-inch woofers. You're going to see those in a minute. The magnet is so big that it has to be inverted outside of the box. You have to have that. Let me put that out there. We have a Sound Cubed amplifier with over 4,000 watts of power, a limitless lithium battery to maintain current so you can play a 4,000 watt amplifier on your gigantic subs and not hurt the electrical system of the vehicle. Under the hood, you're probably seeing a cutaway right now. 0 gauge, fully fused, everything is in place. 0 gauge meaning the size of the wire. So it's like 12 gauge, 10 gauge, 8 gauge, 4 gauge, 0 gauge is the size of the wire, the diameter. And it matters because you have to have the right. So I literally had a car come in here that was done by someone else just recently. They ran the wrong size wire and it caught on fire. That is a true story. And it was because it was every bit of it was done incorrectly. And I put that out there that when you get with the Brainiacs and making Warner Robins, that's what they do. They make sure you're in budget, but make sure that this is a long-term thing with your 2024 Tahoe. So enough of all the rambling. Let me give you a sound bite. Be ready. Here we go. Hold your ears. I can't look at this mirror right here. It is unbelievable amount of bass in here. Let me you're not playing loud. It sounds incredible. I mean, you can hear me talking, but I can still feel the bass in my chest. It's still moving everything in the vehicle. But if I want to get down, and I like my bass, I just have to give it a little juice. And with my bass knob, I can turn the bass down in case people are in the back and I don't want to blow their brains out. With bass, without bass. With bass, without bass. Now, the blessing of this is, you're probably saying, what about my third row seat? Well, let's check this out. I'll see you in the back. This is where the magic happens. Look at this, custom box by our boys here. This is when I say inverted. The magnet is the same diameter as the opening, so they're inverted. They stick up and it breathes through this vent. So this is a very complex situation when you're just seeing a square. How about the bow tie that we put into the car? Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? This is all custom done. And listen to this, we can remove this. So if he sells this 24 and buys a 25, all this can come out and go into the next vehicle because we don't modify the vehicle unless you say, I'm ready to modify the vehicle. So 2024, look at this. 2024 Tahoe, 4,000 watts, Sundown Audio 10s, custom enclosure, best brands, and it beats down. This is what we do. That vehicle is numbing. That's not an exaggeration of words. That is numbing amounts of power. When you get 3, 4, 5,000 watts and you show how the inverted magnets had to be, it is just spot on perfection. And that is what we do. Whether you do a bass package or you do a radio or you do that, I have all the qualified technicians to take you from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum of just basic install to full custom. So get into our Macon and our Warner Robins location and let them kind of set you up. In the world of custom, you know, we do a tremendous amount of vehicles. Now, side-by-sides have become the thing. That, 10 years ago it was golf carts, now it is side-by-sides to the max, and we do a lot of them. You got to see this side-by-side. When I said side-by-sides to the max, check out the max. Right, we are in our Can-Am Maverick, not ours, it's somebody else's, but I wish it was ours. Anyway, what you're seeing right now is the amazing lights. There are 16 rock lights throughout the chassis of this amazing Can-Am Maverick, and you're seeing as it does, it's RGB control right now. You can choose any color you choose. You can choose for to beat with the music if you want to. But right now we're just showing you the idea of how bright this thing is if you're out there on the trails at nighttime. Now, this by itself is an install all on its own that takes at least a day to do to get everything in place. They are completely weatherproof. They're very rugged. So then you take your Can-Am Maverick and you go crazy with it, which I would think you would. Then this thing, they will hold up to the way they should. Fully remote control. Again, it's just nice that you can set it on a setting you choose to. That is stage one of this Can-Am Maverick. I hope you are seeing the amazing lighting that is under this beast. Now, we're going to put the lights on so you can see the rest that we did. So in this is the Rockford Fosgate Stage 6 package. Now, what it comes with, you have your head, which is your head unit, which does Bluetooth, completely weatherproof, and this allows me to change songs, turn the volume up and all things, but we don't use the amplifier in this because when you do the Can-Am Maverick, to put all of these speakers up here, which are 6.5-inch Rockfords with their own lighting, two-way, completely weatherproof, all of these dash pieces have to be replaced, and the Rockford Fosgate kit comes with it. We pull this dash off and their dash goes on so that we can put the drivers in. We also have the 6.5-inch or 8-inch tower speaker, two-way tower speakers in the back, completely weatherproof with huge horn tweeters for big power. Underneath the seats right now, which my booty's on, there's not one but two subwoofers that are in all-weather canisters that fit in this that mount to the chassis of the vehicle. Now, which is right there. Now, also the amplifier, it's so freaking amazing. The amplifier, which comes with everything you need to plug and play, no modifying, is mounted up in the firewall. I'm sure you've seen the cutaway there. That goes all the way up in there. Again, all of this is marine rocking ready to do, and it takes a tremendous time. About 12 to 16 hours of an install to get it all in place. At the end of the day, when you go out and get it just slinging mud, all this is weather, you just spray it all down, you got to worry about anything getting hurt, which that's the way it's supposed to be done. So we got the rock lights, we got the Rockford Fosgate, we got a monstrous Rockford Fosgate amplifier that powers all of this, the subs, the front mids and highs, and the 8-inch towers in the rear. And let me just give you a little demo. Here we go. This is nuts.
We just got it painted, baby. Please don't make a mess. Look inside my cup, I'm so confused. Where's the race?
That is so clear.
The drink don't need no mix. What the hell is this? I'm trying to get faded, baby. This won't get me lit.
There is not a bad seat in this thing because it is so much power, and I love the fact it's completely weatherproof. So, end of the day, let me show you what I'm talking about when I jump out of this thing. All of my people space is still people space, right? That's the idea. In other words, these are tight quarters because they're made to go off-road. But the blessing of this is all the rock lights in place, all the rocker bonding, everything is rewired, and everything is chassis. So if you look back here at these tire feet, this is all mounted to the chassis of the vehicle, which means that you can go out and go hog wild with this Can-Am Maverick and do what you do. So time-wise, we got you. Rockford Fosgate best, Can-Am Maverick best, and of course, this is what we do. That's what I'm saying. Was that thing not beautiful? I wanted so bad to take that thing straight to the mud, and the fact that that entire Rockford Fosgate system, that's their highest level, is completely weatherproof. All the rock lights completely. He can go out there and hammer down on that thing and coat it in mud and wash it all off, and everything will go right back to perfection. It takes a little bit of time when you're replacing the dash on one of those to make everything fit perfectly, but that is what my men and women do. They are all about making sure you get the dream of where you want to get and get out there and enjoy yourself. We understand the hard-earned money, and we understand what that means. We want you to come in and trust the fact that all these brainiacs here are way smarter than me and my brother. These brainiacs, what their job is to make sure is you love what we do for you. Awesome. All right, here we are in football season. Here we're literally in football season, and we're all ready to get geared up, whether you're a Tech fan or Georgia fan or Florida fan or whatever fan you are. The fact is, the deals are on Sony and Samsung 85, 75, and 65. Sony TVs, listen to this, are $14.99 for this big mama right here. So 85-inch TV, just $14.99, which is a really, really good deal. The 75-inch here is going to be $9.99, and then they have a brand new 65-inch series that just came out called S that's only like $768. Now, if you need less, then Samsung has a little bit smaller deals as far as money goes, but we keep LED, QLED, OLED, LCD, and just regular LED. All the formats that are available in our Macon in our Warner Robins location. And guess what else? We will come out and set it up in your home, whether or not you want to hang it up on the fireplace, or you want to hang it on the wall, or you want to set it on a cabinet, or put your outdoor TV in. All of those things come with us because we have all of the trained and certified technicians to do that. So as I kind of go down this edge, you'll see every single size all the way down to 32. So as I have a lot of people that will come in and they'll say, I want to buy a big TV. Well, we know what a big TV is because it looks like that, which is almost 100 inches big. But the fact is, you can use a 75-inch. I just went out to an outdoor venue recently, which you'll see on one of our shows now that we're pre-wiring, and I thought he wanted a 75. We're doing an 85-inch outdoor for him because Samsung makes a Terrace series with a 55, 65, 75, and 85. With that being said, there's always a good pool system that can be installed. You need to see the pool system we did up here in Barnesville, Georgia. Check this out. Awesome. All right, when you are doing outdoor sound, as you see, this is a pool and a lapping pool, all the pool equipment, and then this area right here for the decor parts. When you're doing an outdoor sound set, we do the stuff in the ground, like quite literally. And so you see right here, this is a 12-inch sub that holds 1,000 watts of power. You can put 2,500 watt amplifiers on two of it, and you have to get it where it'll go 18 inches in the hole. You see this. We dug all of this down, and this hat sits up to let the bass breathe. So we're gonna have not one, but two of these subs in the ground, one here and one on the other side. We're gonna have the Klipsch in-ground stake speakers, one that will face the lap pool, and three along this fence line to face the big part of the, I guess the fun pool, I don't know if they call that part, but all this wire has to go in the ground, so it is a 14 or a 16 gauge 4-conductor, really thick in-ground burial cable that'll get in the ground. It'll all end up back over into there. We're going to put in an all-weather, what they call NEMA box, that will hold all of the parts, will connect to Wi-Fi, and then all their phones will go through Sonos to control it. So this just gives you an idea, for the last hour and a half to dig this, to get this in the ground, and we have to be super careful because you got all the pool stuff that's in this ground as well. So this is just the beginning, giving you an idea. We're going to have about 2,500 watts, 2 subwoofers, 4 stake speakers, and this pool is about to get down. Bada bing, here we go. See, it's amazing because they're in the ground. There's a subwoofer in the ground that literally right here, you see where this sub is. This piece is the sub, and this whole piece takes up this entire area right here. That's a 12-inch sub that you hear banging down over there. And look at how much area we're covering. Look at this pool. Hold on. Let's come around. Let's come around. What? Keep going. Let's walk over here. Go over here, you'll see here's another one of the satellite speakers here. Very clean, very simple. The idea behind these is you have to have a lot of dispersion because it throws sound out, and it has like 150 degrees, I guess, of sound that pulls out. But these speakers have 3 firing towards the pool, as you see here, and behind right here, and behind right there. There they are right there. And then I have another one over here. Hold on. We'll pull back around. And right there is the other one that is firing towards what? This amazing lapping pool right here. So the idea behind this is I got all my music playing, and because I'm on their Wi-Fi network, I have Sonos at my house. When I walked up here to get up here, all I had to do was join into their Sonos. So when you have Sonos at your house and you go to another house we did that Sonos, your playlist will blend right in once you get on their Wi-Fi and join. So what does it take as far as time? Well, when you're putting stuff, well, sorry about that. When you put stuff in the ground like that, right, that took time. I'm sure that you're gonna see a cutaway now of us doing the work. Here we go. See what I'm saying? That's where we started from ground zero. We were putting all this into the ground, and we got to have a ton of sound. So he has, I mean, you can feel that. Look at the size of this yard. You can feel this up, and now that he has 2,000 watts of power, listen at that clarity. My phone number is going to come up on the screen. I'll come out the estimate is free, just like we did here. We're now doing his house as well, filling it up with TVs and Sonos down in there. He's going to have like 14 zones of Sonos when we're done for him. And listen to the clarity. This is so good. This is what we do. That's what I'm talking about. Now, again, I went from TVs to there because we do a lot of outdoor television. We do a lot of outdoor sound. So whether you just do a couple speakers, like you saw my son Cooper do recently, or it was on one of our infomercials where he did one down in Hawkinsville with just a couple speakers outside with Sonos, or you do a big system where you have in-ground subs like we did in Barnesville. The idea is, here's the phone number, mine and Kurt's phone number. We come out there at no charge like we did for this gentleman in Barnesville. Since we did the house, the pool in Barnesville, we've also done 12 more zones of Sonos inside his house as well. The blessing of this is we come out, we set it up, we can do the Wi-Fi, which you've seen us do recently, we can do the sound, and we teach and train it and serve it, and all you get to do is have a good time. There's the phone number, the estimate is free. This is what we do. Come here. In the Sony ES world, I showed you that monstrous amplifier that they made for surround sound. They make a bunch of different ES receivers, which you can see on this Sony ES display. Here's the blessing about that. They have what? Not a 1, not a 2, not a 3, but a 5-year warranty out of the box that we serve in our tech support. That's number 1. Number 2, guess what else? When you buy an ES receiver for this month of September, you get not 1, but 2 years, 24-month, 0% if needed. That means you buy the receiver, we couple some other stuff to it, you get 2 years payment. What is this, 1996? So Sony ES receivers, they're the same exact prices online with 2 years, same as cash. This is what we do. All right, we are at Tattnall Square Academy in Macon, Georgia, and this is their football field, a monstrously large complex. And we had sound that we put in here many years ago. And my brother's side of our family all graduated from this school for generations. So we know the school well. And my daughter, Maddie Grace, is a teacher here. She teaches Bible here, and she's a cheerleading coach here. So we know the facilities very, very well, and we're grateful to be able to work for them. Now, they needed sound, a little bit of sound, monstrous sound. And what you're going to see is you have a speaker here, speaker there, of which we have 6 15-inch, two-way, 2,000 watt drivers, all firing in towards the visitors that way. So they need a sound for the folks in the bleachers, the people in the cheap seats over there, and then for their football field as well. Now, that's going to require not 1, not 2, but 3, what they call 5 series digital amplifiers by Yamaha, which gives us about 10,000 watts of power. We put a mixer in place, we put a way to stream music to it, and we put a Mac Daddy Shure microphone, and that stuff is way up there. You might can see Justin kind of wave up there, and he's up there doing his thing. And the idea behind that is we wanted this to be able to work all the way here. He actually walked to the other side on the track side for this to work. Now, before I play music, I gotta let you hear this dialogue of this microphone working from that far away. This is awesome. Here we go.
Check one. Here we are at Tattnall Square Academy. Yo, go Trojans! I should be an MC out here.
Is that amazing?
Do you hear how loud that is out here? That's number one. Number two, you gotta hear the music. I'm gonna get him to cue the music.
Ain't afraid to fall and you give it all. She got the best
See how it feels the whole field. All the way to that side of there.
is waiting in this guitar. Every night till she falls.
That's ridiculously good. Now they have the ability to plug in or do wireless. Of course, the wireless mic and all but back bus. But when you're coming in here, and I hope you're seeing a picture of it, with a 60-foot boom lift to be able to reach that high over those bleachers and stuff, that's a big deal. To run that metal tension wire so that wire won't droop over time with weather, that's a big deal. That's why it took a 5-man crew 2 full days to get them ready for football season, which is right around the corner. So here we are, Tattnall Square Academy. How do we do this? There's mine and Kurt's number. The reason you call us is we come out, the estimate is free, even if you're not Tattnall Square Academy, where all of our family went to school. But we will come out and design the system at no charge. We figure out how we'll handle the monies. Bada bing, bada bang. 2 days later, we are rocking. You know exactly what I'm going to say. This is what we do.
All right, Kendall Heights Church of God in Sandersville, Georgia. Now this, I got to give you now, when you walk through these doors, you'll get an idea how big this worship center is. This is amazing that somebody thinks this gigantic. Now, this room is going to have at least 300 chairs in it, and it easily could hold 400 or 500 people for sure. And the blessing of this is we have 2 booths, as you'll see right on the left side here. This will be all the audio, which is digital audio. We're using a digital mixer by Yamaha, Crown digital amplifiers. I'll show you those in just a second. iPad control, and then we have to run a link. So there has to be a link that goes back over to this booth. This is my video booth. So you see all these wires right here that come out. These are all of our Ethernet lines, our HDMIs for my rear confidence monitor, my robotic camera, and be able to have internet from their server room, which is in the very front of this worship center. So all this had to come down that wall, which had to go through that bathroom, had to go through that hallway, and all the way up across that tray all the way there to get all these wires to connect to the stage in the front. And you're like, what in the world? It is a tremendous amount of work when you're dealing with a building this big. Now, power-wise, we had to have a tremendous amount of power. I'll bring you this way. We're using Crown amplifiers. This is my rack that we just got together. And the idea behind these amplifiers, you got a giant surge protector here. And this will give me 2,500 watts on my front 4 speakers, 1,500 watts on my side speakers, and another 1,500 watts on my stage monitors. What does that mean to you? Well, these are 2-way 15-inch speakers. And the idea behind those is I have one there, one there, one there, and then the other 3 that go around. We are creating what they call a warmth of sound. These tweeters will go about 90 degrees by 50 degrees. And so to be able to cover this whole spot and not be in chair number 226 and go, huh, I can't hear it, you have to have a lot of dispersion and a lot of power, which we have. We also have bass. We're going to have a 15-inch Yamaha 2,500 watt sub on that side and another one on that side over there by these AC vents that'll give us plenty of sound. I'm sure you've seen a cutaway of the floor monitors up top. We're going to have 4 12-inch 2-ways that kind of cover the stage. Their praise and worship, their band and everything is going to be on that side over there. But we're having these flush mount boxes. I'm sure you've seen the cutaway now of where Jarvis and Cliff, because they have to literally hand solder every single microphone input on these boxes that flush in the floor so people can plug stuff in without wire all over the stage. It kind of keeps everything nice and clean. In the world of video, again, we're going to have an 85-inch right here on this back wall. There'll be an 85-inch confidence monitor right there, be a robotic camera so they can do their streaming, and we'll have a computer and we'll have training, the whole 9 yards. Now, up there on the stage, you see where that ladder is, the gentleman up there on the 12-foot, that's Gene. He is putting power and everything up above that stage right there because we're going to have 2 Sony laser projectors that we're using the wall as the screen in this particular situation, and they'll make about 150 to 160-inch image on each side of that wall right there. They have this big stained glass, like a 4-foot stained glass is going in the middle, and we're putting the images on the sides. The idea behind that is from the booth, they can control if they want to put announcements up there, if they want to put scripture up there, if they want to put a movie up there, anything they want to put picture-wise up there can go up there as well as on this back confidence monitor. Now, as I'm talking, I'm sure you're seeing my phone number come up right here, because that's how the relationship starts. You call me like these folks did here at Kendall Heights, and I come out and we sit down and we discuss performance and we discuss budget and we discuss a timeline, training, which we do unlimited training. That's the blessing when you let us do your church is in the world of training, if you get a new guy in or a new girl in that's going to be doing it, we come in and train and we charge nothing for the unlimited training. That's the blessing, and I tell you that to say that that is a very valuable asset when you let us do all of your audio, video, lighting, and streaming. So that's why I come to you at no charge. I design the system, we support the system, and we train the system. Again, there's my phone number. I will come out at no charge and we can get your worship up to the next level. This is what we do. Hey, in the world of home audio, we talked about pro audio. I didn't talk about home audio enough, but we carry Yamaha, we carry Sony, we carry SV Sound, and we carry Klipsch. We keep all of that in stock, and of course the JBL side of that as well. So when you go into my Macon and my Warner Robins location, we have display areas where you can sit down and listen to a movie clip or listen to a music clip to make sure you get what you want. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, we have all the necessary materials you'll need to be able to do that, whether it be HDMI cables, whether it be coax, whether it be fiber, whether it be HDMI, and whether it be surge, whether it be balance, all these different things that are needed, we have all that. If all that sounds like mumbo jumbo in your brain, that's why my phone number comes up right here, because I will come out there and we'll assess what performance you're expecting, what budget you're expecting, and then set it up for my gang to come in and do what they do and set it all up, and then you can just enjoy it. We do audio, we do video, we do HD security cameras, a lot of HD security cameras, and we do a tremendous amount of churches. So I'd say that to put there is depending on where you grew up with Ken's, then that'll kind of let you know where you were in the car stereo world as we've grown over the years. But I got a great crew of hardworking men and women that do what they do to make sure, and we don't put up with nothing. And I say that to say that I hold them really tight to the line and make sure they serve properly. In the realm of that, if you have a good experience, I would love to know that. Here's my phone number. You can call me or text me, or my brother, Kenny, will probably come up here somewhere in there as well. And that you let us know somebody did a good job. I just got 3 compliments in the last 3 days on 3 different people one on our car stereo side and 2 on our home theater side. And it was just a good compliment to say, hey, these are good men. They have their manners. And she was so kind at the counter. And I just love hearing those things. Now, there's how you keep up with us right there. That's our social media, which you can do YouTube and you can do Facebook, you can do Instagram. And we constantly posting specials. And we just really show all the cool things that you guys allow us to do. And the idea behind that is just to be able to kind of, you might go, oh, I'm going to copy that idea. I did an entire music room upstairs in my own room, and I copied someone else's idea of a theater we did down in Savannah, Georgia. I took pictures and said, look, I'm copying you. He says, I love it. That sounds fantastic. So that's who we are, just kind of be able to keep up with us. Now, the blessing of this is, at the end of this, I don't ever forget where we're from and whose we are. It says in Galatians 2:20, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. In the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. The old me, which for me was really bad, he's gone. Because now I live for the one that forgave me of my sins. He forgave me in my past, my present, and my future. He also forgave you. Whether you believe or you don't believe, there is a God Almighty. There's a Jesus Christ, our Savior, who's our mediator between us and God. And we have to have a relationship with Jesus to be eternally with God. That's about as plain as I can make. The old me died, and I live by faith for my Savior. Come see us at Ken's and Macon in Warner Robins. 5-inch, 768 days, and same day delivery. Oh, gosh!
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. That's how you get it done, boy.
I'm showing the wood in your hair.
It's a new style.